Syria's war grows increasingly complex as different players with different interests all try to make their mark on the drawn-out war. The Turkish army has been firing artillery across the border into northern Syria, targeting the Kurdish YPG. The Syrian regime accuses Turkey of violating its sovereignty, but Turkey says it's defending itself.
We want the whole world to know that the YPG will get our toughest response if they get any closer. We will also not allow the airbase in Azaz to be used against Turkey or the moderate opposition. And, if they insist, we will render it unoperational. I also said this to the Vice President of the US, Joe Biden.
The Kurdish YPG controls most of Syria's northern border with Turkey. The US considers the YPG an ally in the fight against Daesh. But the YPG is also fighting rebel groups in northern Syria. The YPG is linked to the PKK, a terror group based in southeastern Turkey that has fought the Turkish state for decades. And Ankara wants to prevent the YPG from creating a northern corridor. The YPG recently took over an airbase near the town of Azaz with help from Russian airstrikes. While that goes on, Saudi Arabia has sent 4 fighter jets to Turkey's Incirlik airbase. Saudi has said it will consider sending ground troops into Syria, but Turkey has promised it won't. Efforts to end the war are already fragile. In Munich, world powers agreed a cessation of hostilities should begin this week. But Russia says it will continue with some airstrikes, which have swung momentum in favor of Bashar al-Assad. His forces have been making gains in the rebel stronghold of Aleppo. Control of the city offers a strategic edge, both militarily and diplomatically. And so the fight for Aleppo remains one of the biggest obstacles to peace. Most of Aleppo has been in the hands of various rebel groups for 4 years. It's become a symbol of the resistance. Syrian regime forces, backed by Russian air power, are cutting supply lines, including humanitarian aid. Russia insists it's targeting terrorists, not civilians. But the Syrian regime's push towards Aleppo has displaced tens of thousands of people who've headed for the Turkish border. Those who remain are simply trying to survive, while world leaders mull their next move in Syria. Sandra Gatman, The Newsmakers.